to add the finishing touches to this somewhat big project. I call it I'd call it a medium size, but you guys can call it a large if you really want to. Alright, so we've got only a little bit to go actually, and this shouldn't take us probably more than 10 minutes. There are some little mistakes that we need to fix, for obvious reasons. Actually, you know what? Let's put that back there. Okay, none there, and then let's do this, and then what we could do is we could fix this little mistake here up. Okay, why is this not... There we go, none, and then that can extend, and then that kind of adds some extra depth to the layer, I guess, and we're going to do the same thing for this one, I guess. So we'll do the same thing here. It looks a little odd, but it's not that bad. Now, I am not doing an interior, okay? None of these builds you see here have interiors, except maybe that one. So, yeah. Now, you might be wondering, this looks pretty much finished. And you guys would be right to think that, because it is finished. But I'm going a little bit extra further with the detail and adding more to it, you know, like I've got to go around this entire thing, take out the entire layer, and then replace it with smooth stone. So that'll take me a little bit of time, but that's okay. We will do this, and then we'll bring this whole thing up one more layer, which will be 3, which means not all of these layers are actually 3. Some of them are 3 layers high versus 2 layers high, which I guess looks alright, I guess, at the end of the day, and it's not like the end of the world. I have an idea. I have a few more ideas that I want to add to this thing anyway to make it look a little more tidier, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Let me just get around this entire build, and then we'll get rid of this part, replace it with stone brick, and then that shouldn't take us too long. This is already taking me a bit, so we've got a little bit more after this. Like, for example, all the white things you see here, they're not completely done. I'm going to bring them out one more layer. Like, I want to bring this whole thing here out one more layer on each one. And I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to paste it, or I could just do it manually. Actually, you know what? I could possibly do it manually, but it would take me a bit of time to do that. See, if I did this, it's only going to take away all this layer here, and it's not going to look good at all. What I need to do is make sure everything is perfect and ready to go for the thing. So I need to extend this out. I need to, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but, or I could just leave it. I'm thinking maybe I'll just leave it because it's too much effort. And I've already done quite a bit of this work anyway, so we might as well just finish it off here. When it comes to builds in Minecraft that I do, I always like to put my bigger projects over here in this modded world because it makes it a little bit easier for me to actually build it. Now, let's take out that layer. See, look, all that layer's gone in an instant. Now, just fill this in here like that, and then use the diamond one. I'm not using the infinity one because it's kind of annoying to use, but that's okay. There we go. Everything should be connected to that side. Now we do the same thing going this way, but before we do, I want to get into the middle. Ow! Okay. Easy fix. Just do that, and then go to the other side, and we complete this side. And then we're almost done with this build, actually, which is really good. But I haven't decided what version should I build the cruise ship on. Should I build it on Java or should I build it on Bedrock? If I built it on bedrock, Kurt could help me finish it, but I haven't decided yet. Alright. Now that's basically the thing done. I'm quite happy with how this turned out. Yeah, this was kind of like an upgraded version of a hotel that I built a while back. Even in Gaming City, I built it. It was a small one, but we're gonna put some, I think, lightning towers, I think, in here if we have access to the lightning rod. Yeah, we should have access to the lightning rod. We won't have access to anything else, but the lightning rod definitely will have access to that. Okay, let's get the lightning rod out. L-I-G-H-T, lightning rod, here we go. And then we need some iron bars, which is, I think, in here. There we go, iron bars. Replace it for the crafting table, and we'll finish off this project. Well, actually, scratch that. We've got 2 more things we need to do. We need to put the doors in, because how are we going to get into the building? So, I guess we'll put this like that, I think. Go out like this, each one. And put one in the middle, and then put one right up there. Put the lightning rod on top. Just like that, and we copy this throughout the entire build. Just to try and get it over to here, and we'll do the same thing on the other side, we'll do the same thing on the top. Everything should be alright for this one. I think we'll just put it like roughly here, I think. The middle would be roughly here, so I say we put it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then connect all 4 dots together. Put one right in the middle. One on the side, one on the other side, one on that side, and one on that side. Put one right in the dead center, and then put the lightning rod on top. Perfect! And then we do the same thing, but we do it down here. Yeah! Actually, you know what? I just thought of something that might make this look even better. We need to cover this floor up, I think. And then what we could do is we could put like a roof in here like this. I want to see this actually real quick. I just want to see this. Okay. We're looking a bit different, a bit good. If we just cover that up. We put some light in as well, because why not? So we need is a little bit of light. We don't need heaps. There we go. Okay. And then we cover this floor up, I think, with white concrete, and then we should be able to just do the same thing for each layer. But I don't know if I really want to do that. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. It might be just for this one, actually. Okay, let's take a look at this. See if it looks... No! There we go. Okay, and that just made it dark again. Okay, great. No, wait, don't do this. Don't do this. Otherwise, it's going to make more of a mess. I don't want that. And now I have to go back into here. And cover this up. Okay, and then grab a glass. Chuck that in here. And then we've basically got a way in to the entire building. Which, honestly, doesn't look terrible, I'll be honest. It looks alright to me. And then if I wanted to go back up here, I just want to test this theory I have out here real quick. Will this work? If I did that, then I would have to like fill in the entire area of light. So what if I did that beforehand, and it'll only be for this one, I think, and that's it. Yeah, that'll work. That'll definitely work. Okay, and then do the same thing again. Just fill up this place with a little bit of light. Do the same thing again. Cover this place up. Okay, it's good. Alright, same thing again. Cover this up. It's only 4 layers, I think, on each one, so it shouldn't be too bad, I guess. But if I did that on this side, then that's going to cover that up. So I say we do this side here. Okay. And if we do that side, that should stay like that. And then that should stay like that. And then that should stay like that. You know what? Should we do this side? I mean, we didn't do it for the others, so I think I'm just going to leave it, I think. That doesn't look too bad. And also, if we wanted to, we could even make that into like an elevator system and make it go so the floors go up and up and up. It could work. But I'm thinking way too deep into this thing. I just want to get this thing done and be over with it. So I guess let's do the last thing that I wanted to do, which was get the lightning rod thing sorted, because I don't want lightning to strike. I don't want lightning to strike. Yeah. When it comes to these kind of buildings that I do for you guys, I like to try and just finish the build. I don't like to start the build and waste your time watching me build something you probably don't really care about. So I'm just going to build it like this anyway. So that's why I kind of do this like this from now on, because it's a lot easier for me to just finish a project than to start a project and finish it. So yeah, we're going to just start doing it like this from now on. So that's pretty good. And we are done. I know this looks a little odd, but I think I successfully completed the build. I think this is one of my first ever successful projects that I've done. But yeah, this I'm happy with, I think. The whole goal of it was to make it look a bit like a hotel. I thought I did an alright job. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Rate this out of 10. 1 being shite and 10 being excellent. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up. If you guys enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye!